GM.
Afternoon, good evening, good morning, people. It's been a while. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's been about 8 months since I've done a video. But I just came back to just give you a quick update. It's pretty exciting times, to be fair. I think the cryptocurrency industry is bottomed. I don't know when it's gonna pick up and go crazy FOMO again. To be honest, I'm not really looking forward to that happening. I'm kind of enjoying this part of the cycle where it's very quiet. You can look into new projects and invest. Where if you have money, invest and see what comes up at the end of it. I think we've got another like maybe 18 months where we can just chill out and just enjoy the process. So looking at the charts as I always do, I always start with the charts. I'm on the Ichimoku. I've got double settings, so it's less noise basically, and yeah, it's looking like I don't know, sideways all week. I know it's not exciting, um, but yeah, it looks like something is developing here. To be fair, let's see. If I just click here, so you've got this like a bearish cross here. Now, if the slower moving average crosses down, and that means that the bluer moving average, which is faster, will also face downwards as well. So we've got the 20, and I'm not sure which one that is, but it makes sense to me. I've been looking at these charts for years, and yeah, I'm just kind of watching it and thinking, oh God, please don't pump, because I don't have enough. I don't think I'll ever have enough, to be fair. I don't think I'll ever have enough like Ethereum to satisfy my need for cryptocurrency. So yeah, that's about it for the charts. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really. You can see here like the volatility. You see when you got like these yellow spikes, yellow and white, that means that volatility is basically zero. So like the market's been going sideways for a week, so there's no volatility. Something's about to happen. Something big is about to happen. You see it here, like where it's all gone red and yellow. That was basically if I click on auto, red and yellow. So that was basically here. You see, so it went volatility was dead for the last. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but yeah, volatility was dead for a while. Between what Thursday, what was that, Friday, 30th of December 2022, all the way up, and then it had this little pump. Like it's not an amazing pump, but that was basically the bottom of the cycle, where SBF, because I haven't talked to you guys about SBF and FTX and all that stuff where they basically dumped the market down. That was the final dump after 3AC and all the other drama and crap that happened, where the market was manipulated by a few individuals who got too wealthy too quickly. Yeah, it was over like back then. Um, so yeah, basically what a lot of people are saying is that in regards to TA and price, is that this is the natural price. This is the median. This is the median, like where price basically has gone back to where it should have been years ago before it pumped to 5.5 grand. Because from that price action, if you look back here, which is around 1700. Sorry, excuse me, 1700 to 1800 was supposed to be the price where you know it should have been. Basically, that's the median price, and it's right back there. And all of this price, let me take all this rubbish off so you guys can actually see. Um, and so 17 to 1800 right here. It's like you got a double bottom, bang bang. That's where price should have been, and it should have just slowly gone up. But market manipulators and people who are using leverage and other people's money through centralized exchanges pump the price with leverage, and bang, there it goes. So all of this price action here, if you can see my mouse going up like and down, yeah, all of this price action here is fake price action. And then from there, that's where Luna collapsed, SBF, FTX, and then they tried to get back in, and it's all manipulation. And eventually the overall sell-off where FTX, 3AC, they all had to dump their assets, and here we are back below the median. Now it's bounced above the median, and then there's like accumulation phase, and it's broken above the median again, retested it, and we're off to the races. So like I feel like it's going to go sideways for a little bit, and then we'll see where it goes from there. I mean, what, you got a job? You guys looking after yourselves? It's a recession over in the UK. Inflation is major high, like it's crazy high. We got, You know, eggs costing X amount. People can't afford to go out. You know, it's a rough time right now. This family's going to food banks over in the UK right now. So, I mean, the last thing on their mind is buying as much cryptocurrency as they can. But thankfully, I'm in a position where I can afford to, you know, experiment. So I'm very lucky. I consider myself very lucky, and I'm glad that, you know, I stopped living off my trading and started my job, or went back to a job that I'm familiar with, and it pays really well. The people I work with are extremely lovely. They look after me. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm just trying to accumulate as much as I can, because I know in my heart of hearts that this isn't over. And you know, certain times, like, you know, the price could dump 50% from now, and you might look at it and be like, it's over. Trust me when I say this to you, it is not over. If anything, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. There are so many products coming out. There's so much, like, you know, development happening. So many new things that are coming to fruition. It would be a shame for anybody who's watching this video to miss it. And I'm being 100% serious right now. You cannot miss this next cycle, because back in the day when the price, you know, hit this price here, 1400, and dumped off, you can see the mouse, yeah, and then bounced and all of that, there was nothing. There was literally nothing for this whole time. So you can see that eventually it topped out at what was that, May 18, 2018, and then for until what, 2 years, over 2 years you had to wait for it to break out again. Now, in all that period of the 2 years, there was nothing. There was no development. It was all speculation. It was all ether. Yeah, it was all ether. It's just fake. There was no one believed that this product would be real. But I'm telling you right now that whatever they've built, Ethereum, the developers, all the, you know, the thousands of developers, the tens of thousands of developers are building right now is real, and I can prove it to you. Okay, and like, given that, you know, that obviously Ethereum hasn't found market fit yet, people may still doubt. You've got DeFi, but DeFi in a sense is in a bear market, and has been in a bear market for the past 2 years. But that's not because it doesn't have product market fit. It's because it doesn't have regulation. So once the governments decide, yeah, okay, DeFi is legit, it works, and it does work, because just going on a tangent, from what I've seen, banks are collapsing, and when banks are collapsing, you know, you expect all financial assets to have problems, but DeFi runs like it's supposed to. You know, positions that should be liquidated are liquidated. There's no bailouts. There's no one changing the rules. The rules are the rules, and it works. And I don't know how long they can keep hiding the fact that DeFi is better than traditional banking. Traditional banking, I think, is the most corrupt institution in the world. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with banking. I'm just saying that it's corrupt. Okay, it needs a clear out. It needs a recession, a depression. People need to starve. You know, banks need to collapse, and yeah, we need a reset basically. I mean, at the moment, with inflation and, you know, interest rates rising and whatnot, it's like a slow bleed. It's like a slow bleed, and everyone is suffering. For the first time ever, I was at work, and I deal with wealthy people, and wealthy people are complaining now, you know, about the rates and how much their business is costing to run, plus all the additional taxes on top. It's not adding up to a great end of year, basically. I would prefer, instead of like a death by 1,000 cuts, to be honest, for them to just do one major pump and just kill everything, you know, and we start over. Apparently back in the 1800s, they used to have something called a jet jubilee. So a debt jubilee would basically mean that all debts were written off once a new president or king was put into power. So they would write off all debts and they just start again, you see. Now basically the version of a debt jubilee that we have now is in the form of inflation. So right now we are going through our debt jubilee. Now you can have a slow debt jubilee, or you can have a off of his head jubilee, and I personally believe, and I'm ready for, off of his head debt jubilee. You know, just get rid of it. Let's just stop. Anyway, moving on. We're here to talk about crypto, right? So where should I start? Should I start with NFTs or should I start with DeFi? I feel like I should start with NFTs because I'm quite proud of my collection right now. As you can see, I've changed my profile picture. I've got a texture punk. Let's see if I can bring up my texture punk. That's a Nakamigos. So I'm going to go to my collection quickly. Let's see if I can bring up a texture punk. So you see, I've been accumulating. I've been busy, man. I've been trying to keep active in this industry and make sure that when the bull market does come back, I'm ready. Like I've got all the stuff that I like. And generally with NFTs, I've sort of learned that I've bought a load of rubbish ones. I'm not gonna lie. I bought a load of crap that's just not going to be worth what it was, and texture punks may be one of them, but I love them myself. So let me click on the website and I'll show you what exactly it is. So basically texture punks allow you to develop your own PFP. There is a cost to it. Like at the moment you can see here where I've got it there, so 0.1 ETH just for a blank one, but you can't mint that. You have to actually create your own NFT. So I can click head, I can put like a golden head, I can put eyes. Like what do we want? We want cyclop eyes, or we want hipster gold glasses, etc. Hoodie. You can't get a gold hoodie because those are super exclusive. I've got 2 of them, by the way. Let's see, hair, you can do a blue mohawk or etc. So you can basically create your own PFP, but you see as you add the gold, each gold attribute on your PFP costs 0.1 ETH, which is reasonable. I will say though, if going back to it, is that the floor price, as you can see, is below 0.1 ETH. So what happened was basically is that there was a whitelist and a load of people were begging for whitelist, and when they got the whitelist, they just created the cheapest possible NFTs they could, PFPs, and minted them and sold them on for profit. So if I click on this random one here, let's see if this guy actually sold his for a profit. Yeah, so he's trying to sell it for above. Yeah, so he tried to sell it for half an ETH 4 months ago and it didn't work out. And now he's listed it again, and now he's listed it way below floor price, and he just wants rid. He basically is willing to sell at a loss now, which is a shame because I genuinely believe that this is one of the coolest projects out there. The reason why I say that is because all of these PFPs are actually on chain. So when you're buying NFTs, what I've learned is that a lot of the NFTs will not actually be on chain. They'll be in something called on a server somewhere. So if that server shuts down, you actually lose the rights to your NFT. I'm going to stop saying NFT at some point. I know it's driving you guys crazy, but what I'm saying is that these are legit ones. They're actually on chain, provable that you own it, you have full ownership rights of it, and you can create the way it looks. Totally cool, and I don't understand why they're not picking up. What else have I got? I've got a couple of Nakamigos. Let's see if I can show you one of my. Yeah, so I got these so basically what's happened with Nakamigos, you might have heard the name. They were extremely popular at one point, and something happened. As I said before, the market kind of just yeah. I'll go to activity and show you the chart. So it's sort of pumped up, and everyone was talking about it for a while. Then everyone lost interest, and it's just kind of seeped off. But this is the opportunities you're looking for. I know $400 might be a lot of money to some people, but I've got a feeling that these are the buying opportunities that you should be looking at. So I picked up quite a few of them, and I've got some really high ranked ones as well, which I'm very proud of. So I tend to hold those through the entire bear market. Hopefully NFTs come back. If they don't, then I bought the stuff that I like, and I'm more than happy to keep it. What other NFTs have I got? I've got something called based. Where is it? Based. Here we go. So we've got based heads, and yeah, they're alright. They're not amazing. I basically minted 6 of them because there was something where you get some exclusive airdrop and whatnot. When you own 6, I got a pair of trainers and a few other things, but the guy behind it is actually quite a popular YouTuber. He's got 1 million subscribers on his original channel, but now he started this company called Based, and his main aim is to prove that VR and the metaverse is not rubbish, which is it's an admirable thing. He actually done a marathon in the metaverse, which is crazy. He strapped on some VR goggles and he had a self-propelling running machine, and he recorded himself running and doing little games and stuff. Until he reached a milestone of raising 100 grand for Great Ormond Street Hospital, which I don't know if you are aware of what that is, but basically it's for sick kids who are dying of cancer or other things. So it's a really good cause. He seems like a good character. So yeah, I bought 6. I don't intend to sell them. I want to see where the project goes. I also bought some broadsides. So broadsides are basically they are releasing a book but at the moment it's like episodes slash chapters. So you collect every episode and chapter, and eventually it will become a book for each individual NFT. So for the instance, this NFT here will tell a story for particular Kibs. So you can see the character's name is Kibs. So excuse me for a second. Yeah, this particular character is called Kim, so like I'll have a whole comic book story about this character called Kim's based in the Broadside universe. You can also use these characters in VR, and they have like parties and stuff like that if you're that way inclined. Me, I'm not really down with that. I'm still holding my Optipunks. I've still got my Optichads. I'm a big fan of my Tickled Pickles. There's not really, I don't really expect much from this project. I just like them. I overpaid for that particular pickle I just showed you. The volume, as you can see, is not crazy. Yeah, I just like them, so I bought a whole load of them. They're hidden at the moment, I honestly, not that I can't be bothered to show you, but I just think it's pointless. So that's that on the NFT phase. My last video I was showing you like my Velodrome positions, and to be honest, I'm quite fortunate. Let me just switch over to Velo. See if I can find it. So as I said, like, you know, I've been working very hard. So what I've managed to do, ignore that, it's my play money. What I've managed to do is accumulate enough Velo. If you remember, I don't know if you saw my last video, I had like 29,000 Velo, but at the moment I've got over 200,000. So I bought these Velo way below a cent. And at the moment price is sitting pretty high. It went to around 32 cents, something crazy anyway. And it's sort of sold off now. As I said, I'm vested for 4 years. Well, I've got 3 years now, so I've actually done a year. And I'm collecting fees and bribes. It seems like Velo is gonna be moving. Well, they basically made a tweet. If I can bring up the Twitter, and they said something about a super chain, Velodrome. Like I said, the price is sold off, so they're around 9 cents now. So like, yeah, so Velodrome V2 is on track to launch on the 15th of June, bringing next generation V33 to Optimism, Night Rider UI, custom pairs, flexible fees. So there's going to be an update basically on the 15th of June, which I'm extremely excited for. And they've also, I believe they're going to be in partnership with Based. So Based is basically Coinbase is going to be releasing their decentralized network on top of Optimism, and they're going to need a liquidity provider slash, you know, a Velodrome-esque VV3 platform in order to provide liquidity. So it looks like they're going to be working together. Apparently there was a meeting somewhere. I don't know the specific details of this speculation, but there's a lot of things happening. Yeah, they're calling it the super chain. So it seems like Velodrome would be a good investment, even at 9 cents. Anything below 10 cents, honestly guys, I'm looking to pick some up. I don't know where I'm going to get the liquidity from. I sort of started trading small again, and yeah, maybe if things work out and I make a nice bit of profit, I'll take a lump and I'll dump it in there. Yeah, and that's pretty much one of my investments. There's also like something called ZKEra. So if I click here, click on that, ZKEra. So like ZKEra, where is it? ZKEra. Here we go. So ZKEra is like basically another L2, and yeah, it's like zero knowledge sync, like zkSync, ZKEra is what they're calling it. So if you click live on Era, I'll provide a link for all these things in my descriptions, by the way, yeah. And it basically gives you all the applications that you can use on ZKEra. So like all of these things you can interact with, you know, take your pick. I will show you one that I'm actually involved in, like where I bought like some tokens and hope to do that. Like this one, on-chain trade. I'm not going to warn you. I'm just going to say that, you know, I've been on it a few times. I've staked and, you know, provided liquidity. I'm not sure. Like every time I've been involved, it's lost money. It's been hacked. Like there's loads of problems with it. Maybe it's just teething problems and the price will dump down to a ridiculously low price. Below a cent, I would buy a whole load of it and just, it is what it is, you know, like kind of use throwaway money. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of this on-chain trade. I mean, it could be something interesting in the future, but nah. Let's see. So the one I'm using at the moment is called, here we go. It's called VESYNC. So VESYNC, as you can see, is sort of the same layout as Velodrome, and that's exactly what it is. It's basically Velodrome but on this new network, VESYNC. So I put some ETH into it. I've got like 51,000 tokens. I might pick up some more because I want to get it to 200,000 as well. And I'm voting, you see. So like at the moment, look at the APRs on it, 251%. You can't earn that anyway, you know. The bribe's 220, which is fair because they don't have like OP incentives. There's no ZKEra incentives on this product at the moment. The only thing you can earn is the actual token, which is fine, you know. Yeah, so I basically put some money into that, and yeah, I want to see how it works out. But the difference is that on Velodrome I had to vest for 4 years. This one is only a 1 year vest. So like after a year I can actually get my money out, and you know, if it's worth something, great. If it's not, at least I tried, you know. And that's the whole point. We're just trying to move forward. Like the bear market was very traumatic, you know. You could hear from my first video I wasn't happy about the way things went. It was probably my own fault due to leverage trading and whatnot, but you know, I've learned from my mistakes, and I'm just looking for new projects to invest in, NFTs like L2s and whatnot. Another one that I've sort of put some money into is called Goal3. So Goal3 is basically a sports betting platform. It's like Thales. I don't know if any of you have watched my previous videos. You probably haven't. But I was doing a lot of sports betting on Thales, and I love the project. You know, I love the product. It works perfectly. But this one seems like another level to me personally. I'm not disregarding Thales. I'll still use it. But this one actually gives you the opportunity to earn fees. So there's a token called Goal3. I think they're calling it ZKG now. And basically what it does is it allows you to stake your ZKG, and then from there you earn 75% of the revenue. So like, I don't know how many people are going to be involved, but if you get in early, like potentially it could be a nice earner. Volume is up, you know. If I go to, let me go back here and put in ZK, what is it called, Goal3, see if it comes up. Yeah, Goal3. So I'll just bring that up. So thanks for your patience, guys. I know it's a pain to watch me click links. I'm not very prepped. I'm just sort of like spur of the moment thing, and I want to see like if they start bragging about their fees and whatnot. Yeah, so they've increased their max bet amount to 10,000, which is a good start. They're bringing basketball, so you get early access to that. Let's see. So here it is. 13 days of mainnet fast enough. So like, yeah, some people basically look. So 365 days to 1 billion revenue. So far they're up to 257,000 in revenue on this sports betting platform after 13 days, which is crazy. It's crazy, guys. Like people seem to be in it. Look, someone's at the Manchester City Real Madrid game. I don't know if you guys are into soccer slash football slash soccer. Sorry, but yeah, that's something big. Yeah. So yeah, what I wanted to end this with is that, yeah, this is probably one of my favorite projects, because I believe, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed the trend in my investments, but I believe that the next bull market, the narrative is going to be about passive income and being able to earn through crypto. There's another project called DBet, but it's not really in development. Like, I'm in the Discord and things haven't really. I basically invested like some money into it, but then they said they couldn't do it because they wanted to do it on Arbitrum. But they want to do it on this new zkSync era. So they gave me a refund, which could, you know, that's ultimate trust, because really they could have just rugged and kept the money, but they actually gave me back what I put in. But it's going to be like a casino, and you can put money in and stake the tokens for them. And it's the same as this Goal3 where you can earn revenue. Do you know what I mean? So like, there's going to be a few ways to earn revenue instead of just like DeFi, which is what Velodrome and this one here, this VESYNC, those are what those are. This is DeFi. But if you can apply DeFi to actual applications that people want to use, like sports betting, casinos, you know, horse riding, Texas Hold'em. There's going to be a Texas Hold'em application coming out of VESYNC as well. Like, if you can provide liquidity for these type of applications, then you could be making a nice sum of money, or ETH currency, crypto, on a regular basis. I'm talking a weekly basis. I mean, Velodrome's paying me quite nicely every week. You know, it's not to be like, you know, sniffed at. That these opportunities are there and they're just getting started. So that's why I'm saying to you, like, you know, crypto is not over. From 2018 to now, yeah, completely different bear market, man. Completely different things going on. Applications are actually live and they come out thick and fast. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to say on that. Let me see how long this video has been going on for. I feel like I've been talking for ages. So yeah, that will be the video for today. But tomorrow I want to go through. If I do post tomorrow, I'm going to go through Starknet, because I've been all over Starknet as well. I feel like there's going to be like an airdrop at some point, and if you want to be involved in that, the opportunity is now. I mean, it's not free money, but you know, free tokens, free opportunities to experiment. And on a lasting note, so what I want to do here is I might even post a link, but there is a referral code. As you can see, I've got referral volume of $10. So I'm going to post this this referral link in my description of this video. I would appreciate if you do want to use Goal3, just use my referral code, because I want to be an OG in this thing. You know, the way I see it is like, I've given you this information. You don't owe me anything for this information. Obviously, it's free. But if you do want to go there, I mean, it'd be a great favor to me if you would just use my referral code. Yeah, yeah, it would really help me out. So yeah, that's about it. I'll stop saying now. I hope you're all doing well. As you can tell from my voice, I'm very positive right now. I'm very excited for the future, and I hope you are too. And I'll post more videos regularly and keep you up to date. Okay. I hope everyone's doing well, like I said before, and God bless. Take care of yourselves. Okay. Let me get this mouse over here. Okay. See you guys soon. Bye bye.